So, I'm going to talk about a painter file story now. An art school journey, if you will. So, this is about somewhere around the year 2001. And I remember very clearly that art school was very expensive. So one of the things we got around was this stuff called fixative. Fixative is what you spray on charcoal drawings and a lot of paintings so that they last longer and they don't smudge and smear. So, but it's like, it can be up to like $7 to $8 to $10 a can, which is just not reliable after a certain point because you're going through so much of it at a point. So, what we used to do was we would buy hairspray. And I mean like ugly, 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 ugly hairspray. So we'd get like we'd go to like hair salons and not hair salons, we'd go to like beauty stores and we'd buy like the super cheap like hair oil, hairspray, hold type of stuff. And we'd spray that on the canvases. And it would actually work really well. But of course, like your painting would then smell like, some type of sheen of some sort. So it was a little awkward, but it was funny and kind of funky at the same time, how it all kind of worked out that way. Like you would just make these gorgeous pieces that were like up and you'd be like, why does that smell like this like bead or braid locking, like braid hairspray from like those like black hair stores, and you'd have like the olive oil ones and stuff like that. So it was kind of funny how you could go into a gallery, like a student gallery, and as you walked past paintings you could tell who used fixative and who didn't, but they would just be these like really kind of funny cultural little cues. And I don't think that everybody really caught on to it because you'd have some of those people who were just like super wealthy, and so they did not know what these smells were because they didn't have that in their lives as far as their nasal Rolodex. But for the ones that did, they were like, oh man, I know what that smell is. And it was just kind of funny. It was almost like going into somebody's house and seeing like beaded curtains as you walked into their kitchen. Like you knew, like, I know what you know. We grew up very similar. And it's just kind of funny. It was just, it was like a Old Spice Drac Noir type of key smells that you ran across. And it was just interesting. It was one of those fun little kind of catches that you would just kind of, you'd notice. Like it's just a hair gel smell thing going. And it was just interesting. It was funny, but it was just strange. So, little art school hacks, if you will. Fixative can be expensive. Yeah, just use hairspray. Somebody probably has it and does not use it, or you could just use it for a little bit and go that way. And it's still, cheaper. I mean, in a perfect world, we'd stop using aerosols altogether because they're not great for the environment. But in a pinch, it'll do you, Right. Enjoy art school. It is, it's interesting. And in some ways, you can kind of skip the harder parts because we're here to talk about them right now.